Alright guys, so we finally have the legendary Gauntlet here, and honestly, I recommend everyone to grind and farm up the materials, the lucky cookies, like just play this event over and over and over again, and just farm up the material here because it requires no stamina, it's here for 2 weeks, and you could get all these lucky cookies, like as much as you want, and it's going to help you in the future because then you really, like if you farm enough right now, you're not going to run out of them for when new sync pairs come out. You could instantly get like Critical Strike 2, or you can get Power Flex, whichever the character requires in order to reach their max potential. You can do that because you're going to have enough of these cookies in order to get the lucky skill that you need for the character going onwards. So I recommend everybody to do this and just farm up as much as you can. Like even like I've been doing this all morning. Like I've been out for majority of the morning, so I've just been playing this while I was out, and I already have like 66 of these crunchy lucky cookies. I have 150 of the crispy lucky cookies, and then I have 4 of the new deluxe lucky cookies, which is really good. And then we have one of these, the guaranteed lucky cookie 1, and I have 70 of the chewy lucky cookie too. Like if you farm up enough, like you can definitely get a lot. And the legendary Gauntlet, like it's not that difficult, especially if you were able to beat them in the past. And you can go in any order for this as well. So like if we go to the event rewards, if you get an 11 win streak, you get all of these rewards here, which is good. You get more of these battle points, you get more of these move candy coins, which is really good. And you get more of these guaranteed lucky cookies. Like you get a good amount of rewards, which is nice. And then you also get more of these 5-star power-up tickets. Like you don't get too much of those, but like I mean, you actually do, especially early on if you get one. But like overall, like if you get 11 wins, you get a lot of rewards. And now for the drop rates, you get these. And obviously, the more wins you have, the better the drop rates will happen. And you can only go up to level 5. So if you continuously get wins after 12, the drop rates are going to stay the same. Because level 5 is max that you can go. But obviously, you have a certain amount of sync pairs, so you can only get a certain amount of wins until you have to reset. But the higher wins you get, the better the drop rates you have. So yeah, like I'll show you guys what I've been doing. Like I've just been doing it on repeat. The longest win I'm able to get was 4 because like I said, I was out for majority of the morning, so I couldn't really do anything proper. But for the time being, like I'll just show you guys the 3 battles and the teams that I use in case you guys want to do that as well. But like overall, the UI, like the interface, like the whole like display thing, like it looks really nice. Like, it looks really good. And like I said, it's here for 2 weeks, 13 days. Grind this up, get a bunch of these cookies, and you'll be set for a long time. So let's just start off with Entei. And this is going to be the team that I'm going to be rocking with on Entei. So let's just get right into it. And it's level 120, so it's not going to be easy, but it's not going to be too difficult either. Like, especially if you have a lot of sync pairs, these kind of battles are just going to be cakewalk, especially if you have a good team setup. This isn't going to be too difficult at all, especially if you've already been it in the past. So, but yeah, like I don't have Kyogre, so I'm just using the Great Value version of Kyogre, so that's gonna be Swampert. And like they're really good. Like Swampert and May, like they're still really good. They still hold up to this day. But obviously, if you do have Kyogre and Archie, then obviously you're gonna want to use them instead, because then it's just gonna be way easier, and you're gonna be able to beat this a lot faster as well. So I should have gone for Rain Dance first and then go for the sync move, but that's okay. I wasn't really paying attention. We should be able to beat this anyways. But yeah, like we're gonna go for Rain Dance. We're gonna nullify his fire attacks, and then sync move isn't gonna be doing as much damage. So like yeah, we're set. And then we have Venusaur here with the healing, so like we're not gonna have any issues at all, especially with the amount of damage that Swampert is gonna be doing once Rain is active. Like we're we're good. Like we're really good. I'm thinking of putting this at ×3 speed just so we can probably beat this a little bit faster, but at the same time I don't really want to mess up, so I'm gonna keep it at ×2 speed. Worst case worst, if the video does become a little bit too long, then I'll just cut some parts out just in case, but it should be fine. So now we're going to start going for Muddy Water in the rain, and we're just going to be doing a lot of damage. I'm not relying on poison. I'm just having that there just so we can get a little bit extra damage in. for when Entei does attack, we can start knocking off a little bit of health little by little. So let's go for potion, heal up Venusaur a little bit more there because I do not want him to get knocked out because he is our healer. And then after we heal up Venusaur, let's just go for Rotom because Rotom's getting pretty low on health. Not really worried about Swampert because he does heal every time he attacks in the rain. And then worst case worst, if we really need to go for healing on Swampert, which probably we're going to have to now, I'm going to do that. But let's just go for Rain Dance and start attacking once again. And I'm not going to use the sync move over here. I'm waiting till we get to the 3rd HP gauge. I don't know why I said it like that. We're going to wait for the 3rd HP gauge. And we're just going to bust out our sync move over there. Just because it's going to be better off. Because the 3rd HP gauge is when they typically tend to get a little bit harder or stronger, and then they're going to be doing more damage and it's going to have a lot more stuff going on. So I'd rather just do it over here. So the sync move at full HP with my Swampert, he's not really going to knock out Entei at full HP, so I just wanted to whittle him down a little bit more so that this sync move could possibly knock him out over here. Even at full HP gauge, like, he should, but I hadn't had that much, like right there, it didn't even knock him out, but that's fine, like maybe 1 or 2, okay, there we go, 1 more, perfect. So yeah, there we go. And then these are the rewards over here. You get a 1 to 3. I got unlucky and got every single one of these cookies at 1. So like for this over here, the creamy cookie, we can get 3 at the most. Same with the crispy, we can get 3, and same with the crunchy. All these cookies, you can get a drop rate of 3 each, and that's what you want to try to get. But even if you just get 1, is good because you can farm these up infinitely for the 2 weeks, so you're not really stressing about that. So now for the second team that we're going to be rocking with, we're going to go with the Anova Team. And this is one of my favorite teams of all time to use in Pokemon Masters. Like, it's just a lot of fun. Having Iris lower the physical and special attack of the enemy, and then if you have defense crush on Iris as well, then you're going to be lowering so much of them. And then having Reshiram here with N, they're going to be lowering their special defense. So it's just really, really good. It's a nice combo to have, and they're very strong. So yeah, we're very close to losing or having Cobalion at -6 special or physical attack. Now we're going to go for the special attack. We're going to go for Sunny Day, and we're just going to start spamming Blue Flare. Sort of, I guess. Yeah, sort of, because we're going to go for the sync move right after we use our first Blue Flare. And I want to use my first Blue Flare before we sync move, because then at least we can get 1 special defense drop on Cobalion, just so we can do a little bit more damage. And yeah, Hydreigon is dead. I was not paying attention. That's my mistake. Okay, so the other times that I've been going into this stage with this team, I have Cobalion coming in, not Cobalion, Hydreigon. He lasts until the whole battle. Like, if you time everything right, like, he could last the whole battle. But yeah, I was not paying attention here, but we should be able to finish off Cobalion here regardless, because like Reshiram and they're just doing a lot of damage here. And I'm not going to bust the Sunny Day out just yet, because I know the Sunny Day we have active right now is about to go away. I think we actually can. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's just do it. So the second HP gauge is just about to finish, which is nice. Cobalion is going to sync move, but we are going to cancel that out, thankfully, because I do not want to get sync move. Because that's just going to ruin a lot of stuff, because then he's going to be doing more damage. So yeah, just want to try to avoid that. And the sync move should be able to knock out Cobalion. Well, it will, because Reshiram in the sun, when he uses his sync move, just does a crap ton of damage. And you'll see it right here. Like, after we use Noble Roar, I'm going to go for the sync move, and Cobalion will be a dead. He's going to do about like 70,000 damage here if he gets a crit. So Reshiram in the sun with the sync move is just insane. Like, look at this damage. It's going to be nuts. 58, okay, didn't do too much. I thought he would have done more, because all the other times that I was sync moving with the Reshiram, he was doing like on average 65 to 70,000 damage, but that's okay. Of course, the damage isn't high when I'm recording, but I'll see you guys when we go into the Azelf stage. Alright, so now we're going up against Azelf, and this is the team that I'm bringing. This is the team that I really like using. They're really good. My Alder and Volcarona, they're only at 2 out of 5, so I'm not going to be having that Devastation active on their sync group. So they're not going to be doing as much damage as if they were going to be at 3 out of 5, because they're not going to have that multiplier. But they're still going to hold up very nicely, just because both of the supports on the team, they're both 6 stars. So once we get them sync moving, they're going to be doing a bunch of damage, or Alder is going to be doing a bunch of damage, because after both of these supports sync move, we're going to be at +4 on our sync move buff. So it's going to be pretty nutty in here after all of them sync move, because the damage that Volcarona is going to be doing is going to be insane. Especially when Azelf is on the stage where she's weak to special attack. That's when Volcarona is going to be really shiny. But even when you have to use special or physical attacks against Azelf, Volcarona is still going to be doing a lot of damage. And yeah, especially if you have Devastation on Volcarona, then the amount of damage that you're going to be seeing is going to be much higher. But like I said, mine is only at 2 out of 5, so I do not have Devastation. I really want to get Devastation now, after going up against his elf here. The amount of damage that is going to be done by Volcarona is going to be way higher, so I'm going to try to get that done. But Volcarona is actually active now too. Like, if you want to get Volcarona, the summon for Volcarona is back again, so there's that. So yeah, like as you can see over here, like the amount of damage, it's just insane. But now we're in the physical part, so Azelf is not going to be doing, or it's going to be a physical, so our special attacks aren't going to be doing as much, but we're still going to be doing a decent amount, just because our supports here, now we're going to be at +4 on our sync move buff, so yeah, it's pretty insane. If you have a full team of supports, then if you sync move with all 3 supports when they're 6 stars, the amount of damage, that's going to be +6 on their sync move buff. Like, it's going to be insane. I might actually test that out in a video. But I do not have very many supports that are 6 stars. I think these are the only 2 supports that I have at 6 stars, so I definitely need to work on that. But these still do for sure. Like, they're really good. Even Swanna. I've seen like quite a bit of people now sort of slander Swanna. It's like, why? Swanna is still really good as a support. Like, obviously she's not as good as other supports now that have been coming out, but she still holds out, and she does her job, and she's still really good. Like the potion, the defense, and the speed buff that she gives the whole team, like, it's really good. Like, that you just cannot take away from Swanna. Like, she's still very good, and she's a free sync bear, so having her do all that and being free, like, you can't take that away from her. So I don't know why people are slandering Swanna and Skyla now, but she's free. Like, who cares if she's bad or not? It's free. If you don't like her, then whatever. But yeah, so here we go. Azelf is just about to be done. Hopefully we don't get knocked out. I'm just hoping we don't. But we should be fine, actually, because we are in the special stage and probably going to one-shot. And we do, for 34,000 damage. Okay, yeah, I was not worried. I mean, I kind of was at first, but then I saw 34,000. I was like, yeah, okay, we're fine. But yeah, so there we go. We defeated all 3 of the legendary events, and then we can just repeat it. And that's when we're gonna have to start building our win streak. My record is 4. I'm gonna definitely try to work on getting a higher win streak. Comment your win streak down below in the comments. I'm curious to see where you guys are at. Yeah, and let me know the teams that you are using, because we can't use the same teams again after we beat the first 3. As you can see over here, like, let's just go to edit team, and let's just get rid of all this over here too. We can see over here that a bunch of these other syncers that we already used for the 3 battles are crossed out, so we can't use them anymore. So your win streak will depend on how many characters you have in your box. So definitely let me know your win streak down below, and how many sync pairs it took you to get to that win streak as well. Leave all your comments down below, and if you like the event, let me know as well. But that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.